Welcome to the Locker, Season 4, Episode 16. I'm your man A. White, a lagging A. White, apparently. Along with track coaching V Styles. Got my green, black hue on. Giving it up for the Bayou. I'm assuming y'all got green in y'all uniforms, Van.
No, man. You know that's crazy. Now that you say that, I've only played on blue teams my entire football career. Never venture off. I played on what's that? It's not royal. I guess more kind of royal blue. We had the Rams color.
Twinsburg Chamberlain and the Rams was the same color.
Yeah. So then I went from that. Then I went to Navy. Then I went to the Kentucky blue. Then I went to Navy. Then I went to the Rams. I was in the Rams training camp. That was my last. Then I went back. Dude, I have never played in any color but blue. That's crazy.
I played in Pee Wee's. I played maroon, but in Pee Wee's I was royal blue. Middle school I was royal blue. High school I was navy blue. UK I was royal blue. Rams, well, Raiders black and silver. Rams I was royal blue. Navy blue. Yeah. I didn't play for the Cardinals per se. I didn't suit up for the Cardinals, but
I guess that is crazy, man.
But mine goes all the way back to Pee Wee's.
And then Pee Wee's. That's what I said. Pee Wee's too. Oh, then they were all animals, and I was a knight in high school.
Supposed to be that, man.
That's crazy.
Supposed to be that. I forgot.
Man, what's going on?
I didn't wear Europe. I didn't wear blue in Europe. Neither one of my teams. Frankfurt was orange and I don't know. Berlin was green and orange as well.
Huh.
Yes, sir. Happy birthday to your boy next week. But
damn, man.
It ain't never too early, man.
Has a week early a reminder.
Hey, I'm reminding you next year we got 364 more days. Man, you was out last week.
Yeah.
You didn't get on the show. Tell the people what went on down there. What y'all do? How y'all compete?
So last week we had district championships. We have won district. Look, this is when you dominate, when you can say you've lost two district championships in school history. So that tells you how dominant we are in district. And last night we won region. So head off to state next Friday.
How many you got running in the state?
Well, sheesh, man, you got quite a few.
Man. Wait a minute, you assistant coach, right? You're not the head coach the way you go.
No, I'm assistant coach. Dude, you know how I am. I just deal with my stuff. I got jumpers. I deal with my jumpers. And the bad part about it is my son got a stress fracture.
Oh.
The season. And so he's out. And the bad part about it, if he wouldn't be out, he probably would win state in a triple jump. Yeah. So the crazy part about it is the top 2 triple jumpers are in our district. My son been out pretty much the whole year, and the guy who was next to him pulled his hamstring in a district meet doing a triple jump. So the top 2 guys in the state didn't even get the regions because of injury.
And there's no chance of him making it back.
No, man. But once you're on, it's qualifying, right?
So he didn't qualify. Oh, you saying he didn't qualify?
Nah.
Okay. I thought you were saying he got jacked up here recently.
No. He's been out for 5 weeks.
Okay. And what year is he?
Junior.
Because I thought when he making a little noise as a freshman as well,
Mm-hmm.
and then something happened.
Nah.
I thought maybe you said he
Freshman,
was just too young.
the team won. Was
Okay.
that?
I thought at one point he was in competition for a medal, for a place, and I thought you may have said he was too young or.
Yeah, that was this freshman and sophomore year.
Okay.
But I mean, he did the mile relay team. He was on one state, so he's got a state championship. The team won his freshman year. They finished second last year.
All right. Well, we into it, man. NFL draft eve, man. NFL draft eve. They got Will going. Vegas got good eyes on Will going. Second pick, top 2 picks.
No,
First quarterback off the board. Ain't that what Vegas? Ain't that the odds Vegas got?
I don't deal with that shit. I have no idea. He's
so you
not
mean
going
to tell me you wouldn't put 50,000 down on it because
No.
it's only like 4-1?
I wouldn't put $5 on it.
I'm just saying.
So
why you?
no.
I mean, you ain't $5. I know you can give $5, but if
That's
you can
what-
double,
no.
if you could put up 50 and double that,
let me see. I'll put more money on. Let me see when they draft. I gotta find the draft. Give me a second. I'll put money on it for now. Here's the thing: someone can trade up. That's the problem. I'll put money on. If it goes straight, I'll put my money on number 4. Colts.
just been. Let me
That's
ask you
when I
this.
put my money.
Let me ask you this. Why I say Carolina? Yeah. Why? So they saying Carolina talking about moving up.
Carolina's already up.
Carolina's
It's 1.
6.
No, Carolina already traded.
Who they trade to?
The Bears.
I gotta get my hold on. All right, so here's my thing. So Vegas starts screaming. Will Levis, top 2, prop bets.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm all about the prop bets, man. Anything outside of sports, man, I think I got a little knowledge on it. I missed that. That's why I love you, Van, man. You
I don't know why, but I appreciate it.
You take care. That was early. I missed it. You take care of your people. So the reason Vegas changed these odds on a social media site, somebody told somebody that Will said that Carolina's going to draft him. So either somebody tapped the phone and heard Will say it. And here's the thing about it, Van. It was probably the bullest of the shits. Like, somebody probably just pulled that out of their ass. It was on Reddit or whatever that thing is. Reddit, whatever. Reddit. So basically it came up that Will told somebody he was going to Carolina, and everybody started just taking the bet. So it lowered the odds, or the number, the odds lowered, and everybody just on this Will going second or whatever.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I'm just looking at this. I'm gonna say this. This is the one thing. If Carolina doesn't pick Bryce Young, they're making the worst decision of their life. That franchise will be hurt because I like Will, but the safest pick in the draft is for quarterbacks is Bryce Young. It's the safest pick. I think he's the one who can play right now, for sure.
If he can protect him, though, he ain't got a lot of meat on him.
Here's the thing, right? It's like someone saying that. I'm trying to think of somebody. XYZ guy wasn't fast enough, right? But he gets
Definitely.
but when he's on film against the best conference in America, he's fast enough. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what else do you need? That guy played in the SEC and balled out. Now, if you would have played in division the FCS or Division Two, you might be like, okay, he's a little small, blah blah blah. He didn't play against great competition. He didn't play against big defensive linemen. Yeah, maybe. But this guy has played in the best conference with the best trenches in all of America. SEC has the best trenches. So if he was able to succeed at that size, height, whatever, on this level, there's no way he cannot play well. There's no way that he doesn't have a chance to play well. No, we don't know. Guys come to the NFL and things happen to them. But on paper, I won't put that against him, especially since there's a slew of guys who are short in this league now anyway.
And that's the only person they haven't been talking about. They talking about Anthony Richardson moving up to number 2, Will 1, CJ Stroud. And now the same thing you said about Bryce Young, I say about CJ Stroud. Like CJ Stroud ain't lost a handful of games with a good conference. And in the playoffs, I mean, he did things that he wasn't doing in the season, obviously because he wanted to win the game. He was getting out of the pocket. Mm-hmm. He was keeping composure. He was moving the pocket and getting the ball down the field. And those are things that if a team is drafting you in the top 10 face, they probably ain't got a whole lot of protection for you. So
somebody made up a very good point. If I can find,
Will has a huge accuracy issue to me.
The receivers,
and they said time everybody got a huge accuracy issue.
Yeah, well, yeah, that do all that's people can hem and haw. Someone put the game last year of us against Tennessee where Will threw that pick six. And it's like, whoa, that's Will with another great throw. Like, dude, I can find that on any damn quarterback in the history of football that has thrown a bad pick six. It's like, if you want to, whatever, man. But someone said something, I didn't even think about it, is the receivers that he had, CJ Stroud had on his team, he won't ever have that in the NFL. He's got like 4 of those, his 4 receivers are going to get drafted eventually. You know, not all of them coming out, but like eventually, I think one of them's going to go first round this year. Harrison's son's going to go first round next year. You got 2 more that's going to be either first or second rounders. It's like, dude, you are not going to ever have that in the NFL. You have 1, maybe 2. That was crazy.
No, don't do that though. That's bullshit.
So it's kind of like, I mean, CJ Stroud has always played with the best players on the field.
Don't do that, man. Don't do that though. I mean, stay on the defensive side of the ball. Don't do that to your boy, man. Listen, I'm gonna tell you one thing. If you do got good receivers and you can't get them the ball, whose fault is that? You talking about him having good receivers. He's still placing the ball to him. Right now, and last year, Will Levis had 3 good receivers. So, no, I know what you're saying. But this is the damn locker. I just want these people to understand. Yeah, it's a locker. It's still the locker. When you left, we didn't change the name. It's a locker. I'm saying if he does have good receivers, he's getting them the ball. How many motherfucking good quarterbacks had good receivers and didn't deliver them the ball?
No. See, that's what I'm not saying as a knock. That I'm just giving information. I'm like, it's kind of crazy that he will never have a receiving crew in NFL that was as good as he had in college. That just won't happen. No, I'm not. I think the kid has a chance to be good. I was just saying that as just a point. No, that was no knock on him. We all know the NFL is different. And this is what I'm going to say. This is what, and it's kind of weird to say this. This is why I like Will. And it's not saying he's going to be the best, but he has been through more adversity than any other quarterback. He's had a bad O line. When Bryce Young goes to Carolina, he's gonna have to fight through more adversity than he ever had. He played at one of the top damn high schools in California. He went to one of the top fucking programs in Alabama. Now he's gonna go to a NFL program that's not the great. It's not saying they're bad, but they're not top dog. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying that's just something that's just different. Will has had to deal with that shit. And I think that's always a little bit of a leg up. That doesn't mean he's going to be the best quarterback in the class. It just makes, I think his transition of handling adversity is going to be different than a guy who hasn't handled adversity as much. That's all.
Modern day.
The NFL can be a lonely world. And you know that.
I mean, I'm going to be interested to see. I wish we would still be on Tuesdays and Thursdays where we could broadcast during the thing so we can commentary. Right. I got something up my sleeve, though. I've been talking to some people.
Oh.
Like I said, they want
us
to do it. They want us to do some live streams, but they want to charge people. So people are going to have to be charged. But, yeah, okay. So the people in the chat room, and I don't know, John K.Y. Blue, for some reason, I think he's somebody that I think of, but I don't know for certain. He talking about when he puts that stuff talking about Hendon Hooker being the third player taken, then some tell me something ain't right with him.
See,
where's that? Where did he say? I can't find it.
Someone else.
You said what?
That.
Oh, that's John Blickenstaff.
Oh, okay. You can't go. Here's the thing about, and this is why it's so hard. You can't go by college performance or stats. Really, there have been some not shitty. Terrell Davis is a perfect example of one guy who was in college, who was average, who blew up. Josh Allen was another guy who average, a little above average, if you talk about just stats, and blew up. Like, you don't have being a great, especially at certain positions. Quarterback is one. Gino fucking Toretto was my dude in college. They ain't fucking. First of all, he didn't even get drafted high. He got a Heisman Trophy winner who goes in the 6th round. It's just Ty Detmer was a great college quarterback. David Klingler, Andre Ware. Them are great college quarterbacks that just didn't do well in NFL. So don't go by stats. Hendon Hooker, and I'm going to say something that I hate to say. Hendon Hooker was a part of a system. Every quarterback's part of a system. Every quarterback is a system quarterback. Now, Hendon Hooker was the epitome of a system quarterback. So he's not going to have that system in the NFL. They're not going to do what Tennessee did in the NFL. When he was in VTech, he didn't do it in a more conventional system. I just don't see it. I don't see him being a full-time starter.
So you're going to sit up here. You're going to sit up there and tell me.
I'm going to sit down here.
That Hendon Hooker didn't do a VTech. But you ain't going to say that Will's on you ain't got nothing to say about Will being on the bench at Happy Valley.
Okay. Will didn't play, though. So how you want to say it? And you cannot ever say anything about a coach sitting somebody because that's what you sat for reasons outside of you. So don't even ever come on here and say, well, yeah, he didn't play, so he couldn't be good. We saw Hendon Hooker play. I saw him play live. I was at the bowl game in Charlotte. Ew, man. So right. I'm just saying. I'm not saying he also matured. He's also him and Will are also older than some of these starting quarterbacks in the NFL already. So he got some experience. He matured. He got better. I just don't see him as a full-time starter. I just don't see it. I could be wrong, but I don't see it. You know who he is? Who was the Tennessee quarterback a few years ago that was really smart? Pittsburgh Steelers picked him up. I think he's at Tennessee now, the Titans. Tall black kid, bald head.
With no facial hair.
He was like
from Tennessee,
crazy smart.
From Tennessee,
Dobbs. Yeah. He's Dobbs to me.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I'm curious to see how it's gonna go, man. Hey, man, if we could take prop bets now on 2 years from now, 3 years from now, I like my man Stetson Bennett, man. I don't give a damn. Like, people talking about, well, Stetson Bennett's 25. Okay, Tom Brady's 45. My whole point is this. If you winning, you winning. Like, it don't make me no type of difference. Like, if you winning, you win it. So I'm curious to see, what's gonna go on that quarterback thing.
But Anthony, we all know winning is not always everything either. Damn, Patty Mahomes didn't win at Texas Tech like crazy. He's fucking at Georgia. He played. Here's the great thing about, as a guy who played a little quarterback, right? Here's the greatest part about being a quarterback. If you have this, when you're on a part of a team where you don't have to score every possession.
Oh yeah,
where you can have an average half, right? You can have an average half and go in up 6-0. You know what I'm saying? Because your defense, his first year was shit. Like, not saying he can't. Here's the thing. Stetson Bennett all these guys can play on the next level. Like, that's not the question. I don't want to make it seem like these guys can't play. The problem is, right, is there's only a certain amount of openings right now. Dan Orlovsky listed all the guys in the AFC, right? He said one of these guys are not going to make it out of Mahomes and Allen and on and on. One of the quarterbacks is not going to make it to the playoffs. There's only a certain amount of spots left. The AFC pretty much are locked down in quarterback position. They got 10 guys probably or more that are like really good quarterbacks. The NFC got about 6 or 7 that's really good. You ain't got that many spots. And once you start, you ain't giving that shit up. Look at Dak Prescott. Some people say he's not that good. He's still the fucking starting quarterback. So some of these guys just not even ever have the opportunity to even show their skill set because they're going to be behind somebody.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm curious to see what's going to happen in the draft. It'd be great. Like, the only thing I have an issue with is that when Tim came out, like, and I said, I played with him, so I knew where the ball was coming from. I seen him break down stuff pre-snap. I seen I knew it went into him being like, damn, this dude's different. And I felt like that about Will last year. Like, he made some throws, he stood in there. Not last year, the year before last. Last year.
Year before last?
No, I'm talking about last year, Will was a little bit. And I don't know if he didn't have faith in his compadres or he didn't have faith in himself. Here's one thing I know, and this is the difference. Tim had faith in himself. If he hit you in the middle of your shoulder pads with the ball and they hit the ground, shit, he ain't got nothing to hang his hat on. With Will, I can't tell if he didn't have faith in them or he didn't have faith in himself. And here's one thing that's kind of a tell sign about a little bit of that. These dudes coming out, the coaches, the players, especially the wide receivers, man, they loving Devin Leary.
Yeah.
They loving him. I'm talking about, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if I could have did much better after Tim left, but Like when a great quarterback leaves who's going to be a first round draft pick, and you got people, whoo, man, this dude, man, I'm happy to see him here. Man, it's this, that, and the other.
You hit me with it, and I'm like, oh, that is true. But I'm gonna hit you with something else. When Will didn't play in the bowl game, and they had to catch it from the backup quarterbacks, they were damn happy somebody else was coming. They were like, thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah.
Woo! This we had to deal with.
We didn't escape something that was going to be not so good. So I don't know which one it was. Or it could be a combination of both. I'm going to say this. I'm going to be honest with you. And it just hit me just now, the comparison. Devin Leary is Liam Cohen. Will Levis is the guy who just got fired. Personality-wise. You know what I'm saying? I think Will was a little more business, straight to, hey, let's get this shit done. Blah, blah, blah. No. And I can see Devin Leary might be doing some TikTok videos. Not just by himself and trying to promote himself and eating mayo and all that stuff. None of them videos, if you think about it, had anything to do with his teammates. Now, it ain't Will. I don't like saying it because then people are going to say, oh, that's bad. It ain't like Will didn't care for his teammates. I just think the relationship is a little different. I think personalities are different. And it's not a good or bad. I think it seems like Devin Leary is a little more chill. You know, maybe a gravitational force around him a little bit more. Well, Will, I think, seemed like he was more business-like on the field. I'm just throwing shit against the wall, but that's what it seemed like.
Let me ask you this, man, before we move along. Name, image, and likeness.
Here you go again.
Well, we're going to talk about this for the next 13 months. Name, image, and likeness. Do you think, because you saying Will and Leary ain't got to that point, when you know there's a paycheck behind, I'll tell you this, I'm going to be straight up and down with you. In my day, I'm the shy guy. I've always been the shy guy. I don't know how I ended up on radio. I'll tell you this. If we had NIL when I was out, back when I had a six-pack, and was just looking. Man, I would have took Biz to date, just to go on date. And I had the bread. So if you didn't win, and I'm not saying, I'm not that arrogant enough to say that people was going to pay. But my whole thing was, whatever date I go on, if they paid $25, that's good. You get your money back. But I don't know. So my whole point was, when NIL comes up, I don't know if Will was doing that stuff because he had a, strike while the iron was hot. If that's something he wanted to do, if it was just instinctive. But if Leary come out and throw for 300 or 400 them first couple games, shit, you might see him. Ain't no telling what you might see him doing, man. But I know that offensive line ain't as secure as everybody think.
Right. The only difference with Devin Leary, look, this is a lot of positive to me about Devin Leary over Will Levis when he got here. We know who Devin Leary is. Like, he's got reps, right. Valuable reps. We know who he is. And as a byproduct of that, he knows who he is. Because I've been through the ringers. I've been through three seasons of football. I know what it's like to start a season as a starter. Will had no idea when he got here, and Will got here late. So I think that always adds to it. And Leary only has 1 year. He can't rest on, well, what if things don't, if things don't happen, I still got another year. No, this is make or break for him. So I think the everything is different in this situation. I think you said it right. I think Will capitalize on the momentum with the whole, I don't want to say antics, but the antics he did at first, and it just went viral. So then why not keep it going? And so I think he took advantage of it. I don't know if that hurt his play last year. I think there was other variables that affected that. But I would say this: I feel good about this quarterback with a average line, O line, than I felt with Will with an average O line. I've said it. I think there's a 54K modem that was sometime that could be a problem. I don't think Leary has the 54K. I think Leary has a Pentium chip. So I think when you have a bad line, you take what the defense gives you. I think Leary can be checked down Charlie if needs to be. Will was never going to be a check down Charlie, ever. I don't care if they told him to check it down. He wasn't going to check it down. I think Leary has that ability to quickly process and get it to whoever's open, even if it's only a 2 to 3 yard gain. I think that's going to be the big difference between the two quarterbacks.
So it's like you telling me that running back to run a 4-2, they call that dive play. Shit, I'm bouncing. Hey, I'm to the sideline. But you know what's funny? You know who else said the same thing you said? And I don't want to give this jackass no credit. Because the second most hated, who second most hated person in Stoops' history of Kentucky football, Scangarello said the same thing you said.
What?
He calling plays, he can't execute them.
Oh.
And you the execution motherfucker. You the one who always want to mark somebody down for execution.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I think you just can't execute. Offensively, it's a whole lot different. Defensively, if you run a cover 2 and you run me on a swing route, that means we one-on-one. If you run a cover 4 and you got Yeasty running the hitch, man, hey, coach, man, that's Craig Yeast, man. What you want me to do?
See, and that's where we differ. I think we say the same thing, but highly different. Like you said that you don't think Will can pass in windows. I think Will can pass in windows. I don't think Will knows what a window is. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he knows when the window is going to present, not when it's going to present itself. Because his process is slow.
Right. Yeah. I got you.
So I think if he had a good processor, I think he can be accurate in a window. But when it's slow, it's like never. When I was in Little League, this is the greatest thing that happened to me. I was coached so well. My coach said, you don't wait till receivers open. You throw to the spot. You read where the defense is. And we ran simple concept. It wasn't like we was running no damn crazy route tree. But if we ran curl flat, curl guy stays in the curl, you throw the flat. If he winds with the flat, you throw the curl. So you ain't reading your guy. You reading the defense. He goes to the flat, you throw your immediate reaction to throw to a spot. If the receiver ain't there, it's his fault. It ain't mine. Right? I think Will will wait till receiver got open. And you can't do that. That window is gone. So that's why I always say I don't think it's a window problem. I think it's a processing problem.
So I'm gonna ask you this: going into draft tomorrow, what you just said, college window is like a college window in a dorm. What's an NFL window look like? Exactly. So if you could adjust to it in college,
this is the difference. That's why some college quarterbacks are worse in NFL and some are better in NFL. You know, in NFL, the amount of teams who play zone defense, it is the same size as that damn window I was talking about. The majority of teams played the predominantly man-to-man because of the whole 5-yard chuck rule. So there is no window because we're all playing man. I would say you playing some type of hybrid of some matchup man concept in the NFL. Because if you're a linebacker, you can't hit nobody. You can't hit a crossing route. You can't chuck a guy that's running a mesh route and throw him off of his line because he's past 5 yards. So it makes the NFL is, to me, a little easy as a quarterback. Now, the play concepts are fucking ridiculous, but the defenses are a little more simpler because they're going to play a lot of man. And it's mano a mano. That's why I think like a Josh Allen, when he got to Buffalo, dude, Josh Allen, when he got to Buffalo, everybody got Stephon Diggs, he looked one and ran. There was no two. If you look at the tape of his rookie year, he ain't open. Yeah, getting it. That's what Will can do.
Yeah, I feel like I said, Will has the one thing that Will does have is he's been through a Liam Cohen's offense and a San Francisco complex offense. So he does really understand all that. I do think there's a huge upside with him. Like, I think there's a huge upside. He figured those offenses out. The one thing I do not have a whole lot of faith in. And then, I mean, it is what it is, man. Like I said, if he can process what's going on in front of him, I think that's an innate concept. And I think Tim Couch was really good at that. And here, I'm going to break something down. I'm going to give y'all some drop, y'all people who don't know. I talked to some Browns execs just on the humbug one day. And I talked to Tim, and I talked to some people who played with Tim in Cleveland. Tim's processor, like you said, Pentium 5. They put him in 5 to 7 step drops. If I ain't got no protection, what are you doing in 5 to 7 step drops? He was not given the autonomy to change the plays, to get himself, because I know at Kentucky he'd tell me, hey, man, if that safety, shit, man. As soon as I see that safety start getting up there, shit, yeah, man, I'm going to the house. Like he'd tell me shit pre-snap that I'm like, okay. Now, if they drop off, then I'm like, fuck, that's my opportunity. But I knew he could process stuff. But I talked to people in the NFL, talked to people that played with him. And what I heard was management and head coach was indifferent about drafting Tim. Mm-hmm. And everybody was trying to prove their job. They're trying to keep their job. So everybody's trying to prove I'm right. So management is like, yeah, we need him. He's the best available. We need a quarterback.
Right.
Coach was like, man, I don't want to coach this dude. So you're going to give him 7-step drops with a shipmate offensive line. So, I mean, it is what it is, but I'm curious to see where Will goes. And like I said, the stuff you said about Josh Allen or whatever, man, all these comparisons. Here's the one thing, man, and we're going to move on. We're going to move on from this. And I've been waiting for this the whole offseason. Have you, and I could be, because you follow a lot more of the political side of sports, have you seen any of the chalk talk board breaking down? Not people talking about Will, but him breaking down plays with Mariucci, Gruden, Peyton, Eli. Have you? I've been waiting for that.
No.
Now, be honest. This is a locker. Be honest. Give me my drop. Is that for a person that's supposed to be in the top 10? I just wanted to see what he was saying. I wanted to see it for myself. Why haven't we seen any?
First of all, I'm the wrong person to ask. I did see a tweet with him and Manning with Peyton. That was
They
a lot.
paid. No, Peyton Manning them paid. They paid
Okay.
to say whatever.
Okay.
They're the only people in the media that are quarterbacks that like Will.
Okay. All
Everybody else critique him a little bit. Peyton and Eli ain't said nothing bad about him. Go ahead.
Now, I did see Dan Orlovsky said with some things that I've picked out, like you think it's on Will, but he has some young receivers who's running through zones and whatever. So I haven't seen any of it. Like usually you see all the quarterbacks. I haven't seen anybody get on the board with.
No, I see no. They showed dude from TCU.
Duggins?
I seen 2 or 3 of them. Yeah, I seen 2 or 3.
I haven't seen any.
With I ain't seen Bryce. I ain't seen CJ.
Wow.
I think I seen Stetson. I seen Duncan. And I seen somebody else.
Wow.
But I've been looking for it, and I've been looking it up.
Who was it with?
Mariucci was with TCU's quarterback.
Okay.
And I think he was with Stetson's. I think he was with Stetson. So
are you telling me that the current quarterback ain't doing that shit no more? Is that what you're trying to say? Are they scared? Because it seems like they scared. Dude.
If I was gonna say something, but I don't even want to get off. I was gonna make a porno reference, which I'm not gonna do. But whatever your advantage is, you put that boy on the stage. Like you let everybody know.
Yeah.
And here's the thing that messed him up, I think, number one. Now, mind y'all, I love Will. I want him to get drafted high. I don't want him to get there and not be able to accomplish his goals. And Big Blue Nation, the rest of us got to take the hit. Because he's going to be paid millions of dollars. Tim Couch told me at one point in time, I said, man, let's mess up with the Browns, did you? I'm cool with the Browns. He said, man, they gave me a check the size of my. Anyways, my whole point is, Will, I don't know. Like I said, I just never seen any of that. And I've looked it up. Like I've looked to see, because I question his processing. And you know how Mariucci, he from San Francisco, blah, 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 blah. And Gruden, they had complex offenses, so they want to see what's going on. You know what? It might have been, I might have seen CJ or Hendon, CJ or Hendon, one of them with Mariucci as well.
Who?
Hendon Hooker,
oh.
CJ Stroud. I've seen quite a few people. I might just look up Mariucci and see. And here's the thing, and this is what I was going to say before I went on to it. Him avoiding anything at the combine, and you went to the combine and said, I got a cannon, and you showed a musket. No, hold on, because I'm saying, like, you show the same thing. So if you tell somebody, look at this, then the person come right behind you and do better than that. Now you gotta, and then he didn't play an all-star game. Like, to me, it seems like he has more to hide than to prove. And I want him to, you know what I mean? I know me and you both know at the next level, it ain't nothing but mind games. Like, it ain't, your teammates gonna want to see how you're gonna perform under pressure. And you gave him credit for performing under pressure. I understand that. So why are you avoiding so much pressure in this offseason thing?
If it was just him, look, I'm gonna say this. Kind of weird, right? Especially when you get to this level, right? And this time, CJ Stroud came out today talking about, I don't need to score well on a test. I'm smart on the field, right? I don't know if you saw that today, because someone said he scored like the fucking lowest on this cognitive test. Lick? No, they don't do one lick anymore. They do other thing. So they said he scored the worst out of the quarterbacks, like 18%. And like Will scored like a 93. I think Will was second or third. Damn. So it's like, what matters, man? The damn football tape matters. Are you telling me that CJ Stroud can't process defenses? You know, I mean, I'm not, look, I watch enough games, and I said this last year. Bryce Young is the smartest quarterback. The shit that he was doing and going from 1 to 2 to 3 like that, no doubt, he is by far the number one quarterback for me. After that, it is like a house. You might think that house down the street is a great house for you. I might think that shit is not so good. So it depends on the team.
Right.
I think after Bryce Young, anyone can go 2. Hendon Hooker could go 2. You might run a system that's going to be close to Josh Heupel's system. I don't know. So for me, any one of them can go. I just think Will fits good with a couple teams, and I think Indianapolis Colts is one of them. Main reason is because Indianapolis Colts has a fucking great defense. And as long as you have a quarterback that can extend plays, that can make 2 or 3 extra first downs, makes that defense happy. And it's nothing better than for a defense, and especially in the NFL, to have your quarterback laying his life on the line on that level, getting a first down. Even though they don't score, that kind of gives those guys a little bit extra juice. So I think for him going to Indy in the system they're going to run in Indy is perfect for him. I think he goes to some other systems. It might not work as well for him. But that's everybody, though, except Bryce Young. I think Bryce Young can play in any system.
I'll say this. We're going to move along. You're talking about, I had the 7th highest Wonderlic test. And most of the people didn't do it. Like Jamal Lewis, all them, Sean Alexander, all them didn't do it. And everybody above me was quarterbacks and offensive linemen. Positions that take thinking. Right. So my whole point was that shit didn't have no bearing on me. Like I was the top running back, I believe, in the Wonderlic. But that's because a lot of people didn't take it. So I don't think that had anything to do with it.
It shouldn't. It really shouldn't.
Commitment. So they trying to find out. So we're trying to find out where is everybody gonna go. We talked to Vince on Sunday. Vince said he see C-Rod going 3 to 5 after running a 4.52.
I don't see
why not. Then he's still running 4.6. Huh?
I don't see him going 3.
He said 3 to 5.
I don't think 3. I think it's more 5 to 6. It ain't got nothing to do with C-Rod. This is what people gotta understand. This is the hard reality about the draft. First of all, how many teams need a running back? That's first question. Second one, we have come to realization, and I think everybody knows this, is that running backs are not drafted high anymore. They're going after other positions. And the thing about it is, if guys start to fall, it affects everybody. If like one guy falls 3 to 4 spots, it affects more than just that one. It affects the whole fucking draft. Because now, me as the Indianapolis Colts, I thought I was going to get defensive end with my whatever pick. Let's say I'm pick 24. And I really need a left tackle, right? I really need a left tackle. But the best defensive end in the world had issues and failed to me. I'm not drafting the fucking left tackle. I'm drafting the fucking defensive end who could be a top 10 pick. So now I got to shuffle for an offensive tackle now.
Yeah.
If I got a second round pick and now the best left tackle got picked 2 slots above me, now shit, I just lost my left tackle. Now I got to go for the next one. So now that just, let's say somebody wanted what the Indianapolis Colts desired to pick. Now they got to shuffle down, and it fucks up the whole fucking draft. So I just don't think that if they were just drafting running backs, C-Rod might be the 4th or 5th running back selected off of talent. It don't go like that, though. The team that falls in love with C-Rod might have another option available to them that's a better value at that pick that they were thinking about picking C-Rod. The draft is a weird thing, man. I don't think he goes 3. I think that's too early. I can't see him going 5. I hope he goes 3 because you know what that helps? That helps the next fucking running back that wants to come here.
Yeah. Well, and the
But
crazy
I wouldn't put my money on 3 though.
Crazy thing about it though, funny and crazy thing about it, Benny Snell on the free agency market now too. So you just pick up a Benny Snell, like every guy that was in front of him, ain't no telling. But C-Rod seems to have more of an upside than Benny. I don't know.
That's what I'm, dude. That's why someone said it to me a long time ago because they was like, dude, I didn't know you played NFL, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, man, he's like, dude, seriously? What you did, we wanted to do. You got to realize that you were one of, 200-something people that got drafted? You one of 200. How many people go in the draft? Now, you might not go where you want to go, but shit, that's a dime a dozen. Well, that's not a dime a dozen. That's not the right one to say. That is something to be proud of. I'm like, man, I didn't even think about it like that. Hey, you're right. So he's gonna get drafted. There's the running back position has fallen behind almost the damn safety position as far as value.
I mean, it's by committee or whatever, so you ain't got no
That's what exactly. Back in the day, when we were coming out, fucking running backs was going top 5. Yeah, at least 2 of them.
Yeah, they traded the farm for Ricky Williams.
Right. So it's like them days are over. And you can just look, dude, you can find a running back anywhere. Almost every high school team in my state has a damn good running back. You know what I'm saying? So it's just supply and demand. There's not so many good defensive rush ends. Like them, you ain't gonna find too many of those. But you can find a running back anywhere.
Copycat giving you a shout out, man.
He does. Hey, Copycat, he has earth magnets. He got the strongest magnets that ever created.
Shit. Hey, we was talking about this on Sunday, man. Are you at all surprised or interested that Jacquez Jones didn't get invited to the combine or DeAndre Square?
Keyshawn Smith didn't get either.
Yeah.
Those are interesting shits. I don't know. That's a good question. Why did
when Jacques was healthy, that dude was everywhere. You know who he reminded me of that you may or may not play with? London Fletcher.
Yes.
Man, London Fletcher's a little bitty self, man. But that joke was in on every tackle. Jacques is in on the tackle, or he turning somebody back into a tackle. I can't understand, man, why he ain't getting enough respect.
This is what shocked me with Jacques not getting selection. Because he was good in coverage. Like that's huge for the NFL. Linebackers that can be in coverage in space. He made shit ton of plays in coverage. So that was maybe Square. Here's the thing: Square is really a fucking safety. If you really want to think about it, he's an undersized inside linebacker. You know, and so I can maybe some team like, we're not sure. I mean, can he really survive?
Well, that's why you invite him to the combine to see what he can do.
Yeah, that's true too. But Jock Jones, that Key and Jock should have been definite. And DeAndre Square was so productive. It's like, how can you not bring him? Like,
right.
Why wouldn't you bring him?
Yeah.
Like, this isn't a damn Hall of Fame. I want to bring that up, but why wouldn't you bring? Is there a set number of rooms that you can only have at the combine?
I do think there's a set number. That's what Larry Vaught or somebody else was saying. That maybe it's some kids at smaller schools that they didn't have enough film on that they wanted to see up close.
Okay.
But then, like you said, you got C-Rod being invited and not doing nothing. Like, does that take a spot?
Yeah, that's bad. Well, but now you know it's different from when it was. It was kind of like that with me, where I don't know how it was with you. We would just go to the team rooms, right? We'll just walk around. I got like t-shirts from shit. I got like about at least half the t-shirts.
Yeah.
But there was no, for me, there wasn't a set up meeting time. You just went and meet and greet. Hopefully, DB coaches.
No, they called you. They called my room and be like, "Hey, we doing? Come up." Or you have a note or a voicemail or something. I only went to visit like 6 teams, but
I don't. They might have done that, but I remember me and my roommate. My roommate was at NC State, dude. We just went to all the rooms because they had the door open. We just now we didn't go. We didn't meet with whoever the big wigs was who was at there, but they have coaches in the, they had those Swedish kind of rooms. We just go in, grab a drink, chop it up for a minute, grab a t-shirt, grab a hat, and get up out of there. So, but now, dude, you got interviews, like media interviews. You have set up times to talk to people.
Right.
I think you kind of have to go, because even if you're not going to run or participate, you have those obligations, I guess.
And it might have been like that when I was there. I just didn't have the wherewithal. I didn't have the confidence in me to just go walking down the hallway and be like, "Hey, John Gruden, what's up, man?" That wasn't me. So the few I went to talk to, they called me up. They called me up, told me to come up or whatever. But it was my other. Well, we're gonna hit on this because we already went through the time.
What's your thoughts on Deion?
Oh, that was one topic too.
We don't want to talk about this time because that ain't going away. that ain't going away anytime soon.
Nah, we can talk about it. Hey, he better win.
But here's the deal that pissed me off about that. See, you went through this and you know it. Wouldn't you rather a coach tell you up front, "Hey, it's time to go, brother"? I mean, honestly, would you rather? Now, here's the deal. Other coaches do it, right? They just don't do it how Deion did it. Deion came straight up day one. Look, your motherfuckers ain't gonna be here, right? Most coaches be like, "Hey," in this coaching meeting, half these motherfuckers can't play. We gotta find a way to get rid of them. Right. So what other coaches would do will run your ass off. Either you're gonna be doing a lot of running, you're gonna be doing something that's gonna break your ass.
Yeah.
So here's the crazy part about it. How many games that team won last year? 1.
Who knows?
That team won 1 game. I don't care how bad your coaching is. 1 game is rough, right? That goes to the fucking players. I was on a one win team. I guarantee you. That's on players. Right. I'm in the locker room.
Right.
That's on players. So now, when you come to a situation where the culture is fucked up, do you really want the majority of those players to come back anyway? You probably don't. Yeah. Didn't Stoops do that when he got here? No. But didn't some players magically started getting to the transferring? Yeah. Didn't some players just magically transfer? And here's the difference. Stoops comported himself in a way where that shit can be wiped under the rug.
Uh-huh.
Deion didn't
On
comport
first stage.
himself in a way that, because now people are just waiting for people to transfer. Oh, well, that's 18 guys in one day. I think there's other programs that had quite a few guys that have fucking transferred before. This ain't the first time that a team had a lot of guys transfer. So I don't know, man. Deion set himself up, but here's the deal. Deion was brash from start, right? If Deion wins 2 games next year, people gonna be at his throat any fucking way. If he wins 3 games next year, people gonna be at his fucking throat any fucking way. So why don't I clean ship and create the culture I want and bring in the players I want?
If they gonna give him 4 years to do that, that's fine.
No. And here's the deal, right? They only won 1 game last year.
Right.
I think this, and people say, oh, well, he didn't do it on a certain level. Jackson State didn't have the best players. Like Jackson State was bringing in 5-star athletes week in, week out. He had what he had, and that culture he created was damn good. All right, so he's at a better situation with better resources, in a better conference, a better brand. He got players to come there. It's not like he hasn't got the fucking transfer, some top damn guys in the transfer portal come there. He got a couple guys that we fucking wanted.
Vito Tisdale's one of them.
All right.
I'm just saying, man.
He got smoked too.
I said players that we wanted.
Oh, okay. I got you. That was the operative word. We wanted.
I say this, and somebody said this earlier in the chat, and here's the problem I'm gonna have, and I think the same thing happened with Matthew Mitchell, not coming in, but just Matthew Mitchell at a certain point in his coaching career. This brash Deion, I'm a winner, y'all losers. Have we ever had a coach come in? I mean, I know before I got there, y'all was saying, oh, you said Patino came and had a speech with y'all or something like that. And my whole thing is, I'm a winner. Y'all used to lose it. And here's the thing you have a hell of a point about. If your whole point is y'all used to losing, and if you think it's okay to lose, get your ass out my door right now. By the same token, like you said. And if you ain't used to losing, I'm gonna break your ass. So if you do everything, and if you sit there with a 40-pound plate on your back for 2 hours, coach, you got to keep him. Right. He did what you asked him to do.
Right.
But this whole idea of, no, you got to go so I can bring somebody else in, I understand it, because at the end of the day, like you said, if he don't perform, they're gonna be at his neck. So I may as well do it my way. So if I get gone, I'm getting gone because I didn't do what I was supposed to do. And here's the thing. There's the other part I'm gonna ask you. What if Deion goes 9-3?
That's what I'm saying.
Does he come back to Colorado? (9-3), 8-4. If you go 9-3, 8-4 this year, after 1-11,
what? Here's a question: where does Deion want to go?
Florida
Is he just a mercenary?
What's Florida State look like? What Florida State looking like right now?
Florida State is looking pretty damn good.
Huh?
Florida State looking pretty damn good.
For him, or you said they look good, or for him to go there?
No, Florida, they look good. They are going to be a pretty good team this year.
Man, I don't know if we watching the same Florida State.
I watched this. They are going to be a better team this year.
Here you go. There they go.
I'm just telling you. Look, what they go 8-4 last year or 7-5?
I'm getting there. hell is your damn record?
ACC, Florida State went. No, this came 5-3. That's only 8 games. Why only got 5-3?
Hold on, let me see. Why in the hell they make it so difficult to find this stuff? That would tell you how bad it is.
I got you. Hold on. I'll go by my trusty site. Just give me a second.
Norville is 18-16. Put it like that. 2020 to now, he's 18.
They went 10-3. They were 10-3 last year.
How many teams in that conference is good enough?
No. See now you move the goalpost. It don't matter.
No, if we go 10-3,
no.
Kentucky. If Kentucky go 9-4, 9-3 in the conference.
What I'm saying is, right? They're gonna be in that conference regardless of what happens. They went 10-3 last year. They're gonna go 10 and something. You can't fire a coach that just went 20-6 in 2 years for no damn Deion Sanders.
I don't know. We get 20-6 at.
If he wins 10 games next year, right? In 2 years, not
okay.
in 2 years, he'll go 26. You ain't gonna fire him. That team last year was a pretty good. They weren't great. They weren't gonna be in the playoff system, but that was a pretty good team.
He won 3-6, 5-7, 10-3.
Yep.
In a conference where Clemson was even terrible. Well, not terrible, but Clemson wasn't Clemson.
You are. They're gonna still play that damn schedule every year, though. You make it seem like they're gonna come in the SEC. They ain't gonna change the schedule. I'm just saying. I didn't say they're a world beater, but if he wants to go to Florida State, he gonna have to wait. That's all I'm saying. Y'all are tripping, dude. Do y'all understand what TCU lost? Do y'all understand what TCU lost? Not saying TCU can't beat them, but the first game is going to be Deion's best game. the best game is going to be Deion's first couple games. What's going to hurt Deion is injuries and depth because he won't have probably 85 scholarship players. That's going to be his issue. I'm just telling you. They lost the damn quarterback. He out of there.
Who?
TCU's quarterback, Duggins.
Oh, I thought you were talking about. I thought you were talking about
Colorado. He out. Look.
TCU reloads though, man.
Okay, all right.
Ain't that Texas football?
You will see.
I'm
just telling you. Deion's gonna be good the first week or two for sure.
Okay.
Now, if he stays healthy, we'll see. But the injuries, no one can stay healthy the whole fucking season. You're gonna be dinged up, and them dings up is what's gonna be his downfall because he's just not gonna have scholarship players. That's what I can see as his problem, dude. The guy has won, as he said, and as a fact, has won everywhere he's been.
Yeah, but he went to a college and brought in Division I players to the level of HBCU.
He brought in a quarterback and a receiver / DB. That's all he brought in.
And he ain't bringing the number one player in the high school.
No, that's what I'm saying. That was
he played receiver as well.
Yeah.
I ain't 100 play receiver.
He played both ways. That's all he brought in. His damn son, I don't know, Shador, I think, couldn't make it at South Carolina. It's not like he brought in like just crazy talent. He brought in some talent. I'm just saying. Of all those teams, there's two teams that are guaranteed losses, and that is Oregon and Utah.
And TCU?
TCU is not a guaranteed loss.
I don't know. I don't mind what he's doing. I
no,
just think, huh?
no, we just forget. It's like us, right? You know who else is having issues right now? Alabama. Alabama got to find a quarterback. They ain't got one. I'm just saying. It's not that they can't win.
In the last 8 years, tell me when they ain't had a quarterback, man.
They have had. That's the problem. They have had one. Now they don't.
I'm still,
dude. They have had a quarterback coming in. At least you'd be like, okay, he could be a
they ain't got
starter.
no quarterbacks coming in.
No,
They ain't got no quarterbacks coming in.
None. They are.
They gonna play. They gonna play wide receiver, quarterback.
No. They don't have a quarterback at the level of Alabama that has had the last since Jalen Hurts left. Well, in his freshman year, they haven't had the guy on their staff on their roster right now. Just ain't that. I'm just saying. And then Georgia just lost 30-year-old Stetson Bennett. Who's gonna be the guy? I'm just saying. We forget that the other teams have issues too. Like, we just think, well, Oregon is just going to reload. Huh? Who was the best quarterback ever? Was that Joe Namath?
At Alabama?
Hey, 5 wins is a damn big time fucking improvement. If he wins 5 games, if Deion wins 5 games, that is huge.
And don't let one be an upset.
He's going to win 10. I don't know what they smoking, but if he wins 4 more games with the turnover he just put over there, that's a really good season for them. Dude, they won 1 game. What's Colorado's record the last couple seasons?
The best quarterback in Alabama's history probably maybe Jalen or
the best quarterback in Alabama history.
Yeah, remember Jalen or Bryce?
Is either Tua or Bryce?
I thought Jalen. How many championships did Jalen go to? 3.
Jalen didn't start in the one they won.
I know he didn't. Remember? I know he ain't started, but that was because what I'm saying. Didn't he go to?
He won 1. He won 1.
How many did he go to?
I think just that 1.
So he won the 1.
So I think the next.
I thought he went to 1, lost 1, and Tua came in and won 1. And then he won and transferred.
I thought his freshman year he didn't make it all the way.
Okay, that might.
I thought they made it to the semis. So hey,
look, that was another thing I plan on talking. We ain't say that for next week. Jalen got paid.
Colorado, the last 2 years, because I'm not going to count the COVID year because of the shortened season, is 5-19. If Deion wins 5 games, that's a damn good season. If he wins 5, and I'm gonna look at you show the schedule. Let me look at their schedule. Okay, I can go with Kenny Snake. I don't think he's the best one though.
Recency bias.
No, I'm a Kenny fan. I just don't think he's the best. I mean, I'll go with Joe Namath before Kenny. Yeah, I'll go with Joe Namath before Kenny. So Colorado opens TCU. They're gonna Nebraska, Colorado State. They'll lose at Oregon. They'll lose at SC. Arizona State, they got a new program. Stanford, they'll win. UCLA is coming off a new quarterback. Oh, how many games I got? I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I see them winning possibly 5 games. More on the end of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think the most they can win is 6. So what's that, 6-6? I don't think they're gonna go better than 6-6. I think they'll be more like 5.
All right, we're gonna get out of here with this. Everybody keep asking about Cortland forward. I done gave my opinion on here.
What
I gave my opinion.
What was your opinion?
Then why you don't need my opinion to give yours? They're asking you yours.
I'm just curious.
Copy Cobb said, what's Van's opinion? Because he probably heard me give my opinion somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah, our new right tackle. Here come John. Here they come out of the woodwork.
Right. Exactly. US. Thank you, US. Thank you. Appreciate you. I don't like to say it this way. He's better than the option that we have right now. You don't think he's better than Flax?
I don't know that to be a fact. I don't think he's been through the rigors. You gave Will credit for going through a bunch of strain and strife. I don't know if Cortland, outside of the injuries, I don't know if he's been through what they gonna show us in the SEC.
No. I didn't say he was gonna be great. I didn't even say he was gonna be good. I ain't even say he's gonna be. I'm saying he's better than Flax.
I'm saying the guys that we have know what they're coming into next year. So they are making some adjustments. They are doing some things, hopefully. This guy is coming. And you know what? I said the same thing about Will Levis when he came here. Man, this ain't the Big Ten. You don't know what you're getting into. And he balled out. So he could. I'm not foreseeing that. And it's going to be just like in the past couple years. If we plug his ass into a starting role, no knock on him, then our O-line was worse than I thought it was. If we plug his ass in the starting role.
Anthony, hold on, dude. Hold on, Anthony. Hold on. Your punk ass told me last year that you need to pump your brakes on this O-line. They ain't as good as what you think they are before the season started. So don't come over here talking about they weren't that bad. We already know how fucking bad they were. Don't try to no. We already know. You told me probably the end of August on this show, dude. He said, I don't know, man. So no. He is better than what we had last year.
Here's is there not a problem if everybody that is returning from last year, with the exclusion of Manning, if everybody's returning, somebody's doing a terrible ass job. If you got your ass kicked last year, and we're going to push that same group of guys back out there. Somebody needs their ass kicked and fired.
As I said on this show, Eli Cox wasn't the center that they thought he was going to be. He's much better at guard. You move Horsey back to guard. The problem is, can Burton handle the center? If he can, I think this O-line is going to be so much better. Just because look, when you got a center sandwiched by two really good guards, I think we're okay. I was even okay with Flax being in a starting five because now you can game plan against one guy.
Yeah.
You can't game plan against them. You got multiple guys who fucking up. You got four strong, and they ain't even got to be great. Like I said, Devin Leary is going to make this O-line so much better with his process. Period. Him alone is going to make them better in the passing game. Now, the running backs, I don't know if Ray Davis can Ray Davis fall forward like C-Rod? I don't know. C-Rod will make a no gain until damn a 1 yard game.
Yeah.
So I don't know about that. But in the passing game, he's going to make them look better because he's going to get the ball out of his hand.
I will say this. I'm going to say this. And this is one thing I kind of know. I kind of know for a reason. I kind of assume.
Tell me.
I'm going to speculate.
No, because you don't speculate. Because you know shit. Just like last year.
One thing about them offense, when you talk about game planning And I don't know how bad that offensive line was on face value. I don't know how bad it was because there were certain people who didn't want to adjust, as you just stated, Van, and game plan.
I got you. Facts.
Hey, I know we weak here. Like I said, if Mississippi State gonna block us all day long, Anthony White is the first or second lead receiver in SEC. Shit, we're gonna have him in blocking. We losing our advantage.
Right.
Fuck it. Let's get A White out and let him blitz and just use that against them. That's game planning.
Right.
What I got a strong feeling, inkling, that we didn't make adjustments. If your defense line coach tells you, as an offensive coordinator or offensive line coach, look, man, every time y'all do this, we gonna do this. Oh, no, don't worry about it. Jermaine, don't worry about it. I'm not happy with beating you all day long.
Right.
I want to beat the other team.
Right.
I'm letting you know, hey, put up a fight. And that's what I was getting like. Motherfuckers so bullheaded where this is what I told you to do. You do it. I'm gonna run the same thing until you get it. And if you never get it,
right. I feel you.
He feel like they gonna look bad. You the one unemployed at this point.
Right. That makes sense.
So that's where you're at with that, man. I'm with the multitude, man. If we got to count on Cortland Ford coming in with his 8 starts in 4 years, if we got to count on start,
I don't think. First of all, I don't think he's gonna automatically get it. But I'm gonna say this. I don't know, because on this show I've said that guy next to Flax also was a problem. So I don't know. Maybe I don't know. There's nothing wrong with depth though. There's nothing wrong with getting another body.
Oh, that's definitely good having depth.
Yeah,
that's definitely good. Different people, shit. He might, like I said, he might see it out here, but I just think it's something about, man, we gotta be way beyond marching out that same offensive line we marched out last year, or putting Marcus Cox in and Ford, 2 new dudes. I don't know. Like you said, I'm with you. I think if we solidify the inside of the line, that's where if we can stop that pressure coming from inside of the line, we can chip with the backs. We can, tight ends can help. We can do things on the outside. But I just like, man, your mindset can't be, man, what I seen on film as a player, your mindset can't be, yeah, that shit we went through last year. Yeah, we're gonna try to do better. No, your mindset got to be, that bullshit we did last year, you ain't gonna see that again.
Yeah, I feel you.
So
I feel you. I got you. I agree. I just think that moving guys to their natural position is going to help.
Yeah,
I don't think Horsey wanted to play damn tackle. Look, this to me, I don't know about Cortland. If you watch Cox in the first quarter and a half of our game, he's pretty damn good.
Yeah,
he's pretty good. I trust him at left tackle. And what I'm saying is, I'm not saying this team is going to be the best O-line. This ain't going to be like the best O-line we had year in, year out 2 and 3 years ago. They're just going to be better than we have had last year. And think about it. We won 7 games. Hey, we won 7 games with a shitty O-line. And we were 2 plays, which here, this is what I said this when it happened. We were 2 actual plays, not 2 like, it should have happened. Oh, if they would have called that foul or called that penalty, we caught a pass for a touchdown, Ole Miss. That was a game-winning touchdown. We caught an interception. That was the game-sealing interception. We made the play. We just had a penalty. 2 plays away from being 9 wins with that O-line.
I can't believe you, man. And I mean, I understand what you're saying. I can show you 2 plays and 2 games where special teams could have been the other way.
That to me is the woulda coulda.
Here we go. And
That
Rocky
to me is the woulda,
Marciano.
coulda.
Every time we bring up boxing.
Who?
Every time we bring up boxing. White man will pull Rocky Marciano
Oh.
out of that.
I'm just look. I mean, we won't go special teams. We fucking do better than special teams. We win some fucking games too. Like, come on.
Yeah.
I'm just saying those 2 end of the game plays where we fucking seal the win. We got 2 boneheaded penalties.
And we lost to Vandy though, dude. Like we lost to Vandy.
That's what I'm saying. That's bad. If we had the interception to look, I'm gonna just say this, and we can get up out of here. You can say we just lost to Vandy. I can't say that shit. I only beat Vandy once. So I can't ever sit on this show or any show and say anything about, oh, damn, we lost to Vandy. I lost to the motherfuckers 3 years in a row. So I can't ever say that. I can't. That's just real talk.
R.I.P. Jimmy Williams, man.
Yeah, man.
One of the best. Thank you, Ann. Here we go. That boy's good. There you go, Schmizo. Hey, man, Rocky Marciano, man. Don't watch enough TV. Rocky Marciano.
Rocky Marciano this. Rocky Marciano that.
Yeah, man. Man, as always, people, we appreciate y'all for joining us. Hope we ain't beat up Big Blue Nation too much. But, I mean, I think we had some pretty objective points. And we still, a lot of these things we hit on, we got to keep up with Deion. We got to see how the draft going to come back. We didn't get to talk about how Cal going to have a 18, 20-man roster if everybody decides they want to come back. But then everybody talking about coming back. So our offensive line was good back then, wasn't it?
No.
It was the play caller.
No, not that was after. Well, I guess
that was good.
Yeah, I'm sorry. For one of those years, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so we're going to be back next week to talk about a lot of different things. We got a lot to discuss. We're going to follow up on some of this stuff. I think we're supposed to fill one more spot. I think we got one more spot to fill. I think we got one more scholarship left.
Oh, really?
I believe so. Because I think Vince said we needed an O-line and then we needed a linebacker. I think we're going to get another defensive player.
A linebacker then.
So we're going to see. We need a little more depth there.
Yeah, that's good inside linebacker. I agree with that.
Everybody, go ahead over to YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. Like, subscribe, share, follow. Bring your friends next week. Every Wednesday, 9 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch us. We appreciate y'all for joining us. We'll be back next week. Peace out.